welcome back to my channel. Today is such an exciting day because I finally hit 150,000 subscribers. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I'm so happy. Oh my god. I once again, I can't even believe that so many people are following me, like little me. Thank you for following me, thank you for being there for me, supporting me, just everything. It means everything to me, honestly, and because I want to show you guys how much I care for you and how much I adore you all, I am going to be doing an updated makeup collection video because many of you guys have been asking for it lately, and I do realize it's actually around like almost a year ago now that I filmed my makeup collection. Obviously, since my last makeup collection, I have been getting some new products, like a lot of new products. I've also been doing some new things with my storage and so on, so I'm gonna share it all with you, and hopefully you're gonna find it helpful and inspirational. And obviously I can't go through all of the different makeup products, and I hope that's okay with you guys, but you get an overview of my makeup collection and see what I've got. And please remember the disclaimer. I am not trying to brag or show off my makeup collection. That is not the point of this video. I don't see why anyone would do that. I just want to help you guys so you can get some ideas of what kind of makeup I like and also how I store my makeup and everything like that. So hopefully this video is going to be interesting for you guys, and yeah, I'm just sitting chatting. I just want to say thank you so very much for helping me and being there for me. You guys mean the world to me, and without further ado, let's get into my makeup collection. So firstly, here's an overview of all of the makeup that I use on a daily basis, and also in the back you can see all of my brushes that I store in individual small sets. Actually, to the right over there, there's my finger, you can actually see some of those brushes that I use more regularly on a daily basis. I try to store things very neatly and also very organized so I know where everything is. And I just feel like on an everyday basis where I don't have that much time in the morning, this is the best way to do it because I don't have to go through all of my drawers. Whatever kinds of makeup things that I use on a daily basis almost every single day, I store up here. And as you can see, I've just zoomed in, and here you can see I store some Q-tips in that little thing right there, and I think it is from NOMESS Copenhagen, not sure though. I'll leave all details down below. And then in that little cup or mug, as you can see, all of the brushes that I use on a daily basis right now. And then in the bag, like right there, it's kind of difficult for you to see, I store some of those things that I use for my hair on a daily basis when I've washed it. And then let's move over here to all of the makeup. As you can see, the thing that it all stands in is from NOMESS Copenhagen, I believe, and I really like it. It stores everything so nicely and so neatly as well. And I've got some MAC lipsticks, some Bobbi Brown lipsticks in the bag, and then also my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Rich Face Base, because it's the best primer for me right now at least. And then in the bag some more primers, some concealers, some tweezers, and my Shumura eyelash curler, some mascaras in the back. And then over there I've got some Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and also Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation, a perfume from Giorgio Armani C, which is my favorite, and then also the Nivea aftershave balm, so weird. And then right there I've got a little room scent from Meraki. I really like it. It smells so nice and it just makes the entire room smell so fresh. But that is that, a little overview once again. And then as you can see, I've got all of my different brushes here. So my eyeshadow brushes, my foundation brushes, some powder brushes, and then in the back I've got some for contouring or blushes or highlighting, some more different ones down there. And yeah, I'm just trying to store them really nicely so I know where everything is. Those little plastic containers that they stand in, I think they're from IKEA. And you can't really buy them individually, I'm afraid. I bought them together with some other sets. But they're really nice to store everything in. They're acrylic and they're just, I think they look very nice and very sorted, so I really like it that way. But now let's move on to the drawers. So right here is the entire drawer unit that I use to store all of my makeup, and this is from IKEA and I can't really remember the name of it. Once again, I'll list it down below for you guys, but in these 6 drawers I store all of my makeup. But the reason why I use these to store my makeup in, or most of it, is because I feel like that it doesn't take up too much space in that way. It is not too showy or flashy. It is nicely kept away, and the makeup will also last for so much longer because it doesn't get affected by the sunlight or anything like that. So I love this drawer unit. So now let's open drawer number 1. And in here I've got all of my foundations, my concealers, my primers, CC creams, BB creams, also blushes as well. There's just a lot to go through, so let's start out from the very beginning. First of all, I've got all of my foundations right here in the middle. So all of these are my foundations, and most of my foundations over here are the drugstore ones and then some higher end ones. But honestly, they are kind of like mixed together, and I'm trying to store them as efficiently as possible. And I know there's a lot. There's so many foundations, and I'm sorry about my fake tan hands. I tried my best. Don't judge me. But over here, as I said, I store some of my L'Oreal foundations. This one is for sure one of my favorites, the True Match foundation from L'Oreal. I've also got the old True Match foundation, which I love. Also the foundation drops from Gush, they are amazing as well. Oh yeah, and actually also the Infallible 24-hour foundation from L'Oreal. I really used to use that one so much. Also the Fit Me foundation from Maybelline is really good. That one was the matte and poreless one. But as you can see, there's some different drugstore ones that I really like. But then I've got some higher end ones, Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation, a really nice light coverage foundation. I've got the Face and Body from Makeup Forever. I've got some Clinique as well. Some Estee Lauder Double Wear. I've got some MAC ones here. This is the MAC Pro Long Wear Nourishing Waterproof one. Not too crazy about that one actually. I much rather prefer, for example, this one, Studio Sculpt. I've got some Makeup Forever, some Benefit. Oh my god, I love this one. I haven't used it in a while. I have to use it again. It is so good. Kat Von D, Christian Dior Air Flash. I love this one so much. It's one of my favorites actually. And lastly, I've got some, this one is the EX1 Invisiwear. I love this one so much. I've got some Cover FX Custom Cover Drops. I've got some Charlotte Tilbury and also some IT Cosmetics CC cream. This is so good. YSL, some more YSL, the Fusion Ink foundation from YSL, which I really like. So, and there in the back I've also got some more. I've got the NOMESS Velvet something, I can't remember the name. But that is actually like an overview of all of my foundations. I'm crazy, I'm a hoarder when it comes to foundations. I love trying out new foundations, it's like my thing. Then we move over here, and as you can see, I store some concealers. This is very messy and unorganized. There's just so many different random concealers, both drugstore and high-end. Some MAC Pro Long Wear, and I'm totally out of it, just look at that. I've got some Estee Lauder Double Wear. I really like this one for the under eye area. Got some HD Ultra Concealer thing from Makeup Forever. Some Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer, and also, what is this? Some Bobbi Brown Tinted Eye Brightener. This is really good actually to brighten up. Yeah, there's just some different random ones. Also some NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And then over here, as you can see, I store some plastic container things here, and all of these are kind of like tinted moisturizers or BB creams, CC creams. So I've got the BB cream from Benefit, the Big Easy one. I like that one. It is just way too pale for me right now. I've got the Estee Lauder EE cream. Oh yeah, I've also got EE creams here. This is so good, but I'm almost out of it. I love it so much. I've got some MAC CC cream, and actually I also store my Chanel Vital Lumiere and my Perfection Lumiere Velvet foundations here, because they're so lightweight and so watery that I just feel like they go over here much better than over at the foundation area. And what more, I've got the Chanel Le Beige, what is this, all-in-one Healthy Glow Fluid. I've actually never really used this one, I don't know why, I have to use it again. And yeah, some La Roche-Posay and Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, and Bobbi Brown Tinted Moisturizer, and what more, some Garnier as well, some more. This is a CC cream from Estee Lauder. Got some different things right here, as you can see. And now I've tried to zoom you into the back of the drawer, because as you can see right here, I store all of my primers. Over here I've got all of my mattifying primers, or my pore refining primers actually, and over here it is all of my glowy primers or hydrating primers. So I tried to divide them into two sections, and over here I've got some, oh yeah, this is also like color correcting from Smashbox, the green one for pimples, and I've got the Estee Lauder Matte Perfecting Primer. I've got some Hourglass, the Veil Primer, and what more? Some Garnier, some Body Shop, some Dior. Oh yeah, I've got the Dior Pore Minimizer. This is so good. I really like this one for perfecting the skin. And then over here, as you can see, I've got all of the more hydrating or glowy primers. I've got the hydrating primer from Makeup Forever, which is one of my absolute favorites. I've got the Insta Flawless from Rimmel. I like that one as well. Also some Revlon, the Photo Ready Skin Lights one, and get down there. We've got some Bourjois, some ELF, some MAC as well. And this is so difficult for me to share with you, but over here in the back you can see that I stole some more makeup, and this is actually some blushes or powders that I don't really reach for that often. Some of my boxed blushes from Benefit, they're in here. As you can see, I've got Coralista. It is really beautiful. So all of my boxed things from Benefit are actually back here because that's the best way to store them. And then I've also got my palettes here, or my smaller palettes from Hourglass with the, what is this called, ambient lighting palette. And I've also got the blush palette as well, and some individual blushes as well, but I really like these palettes so much. And I've also got my Bobbi Brown blush palettes right here. They're so beautiful, and I love Bobbi Brown's blushes. They are very, very pigmented and so beautiful. And then I stole some different powders right here. The Rimmel Stay Matte, and also the BB powder from L'Oreal, and also some blushes from Sephora, from Bobbi Brown. Then I've got some different things. This is the retouching powder from Bobbi Brown for redness, and just some random bits and bobs really that I don't really reach for that often. And then here in the front of the drawer you can see that I store some different blushes, and there are a lot of different ones. Over here I stole all of my MAC blushes. As you can see, there's so many, and also some from the limited editions. This one was the, what is this called, Crisp Whites. I've also got some from the Aquatic Alluring something. And this is the Seduce at Sea, beautiful as well. And then some of the stable ones, like for example Margin, and what is this one, Mocha. I've also got some mineralized ones. This one is Petal Power, and I've also got Warm Soul, obviously. Then right here I've got all of my Milani blushes, and I went cray when I went to the US, and I bought all of them because I love them so much and they were so cheap. Let me just show you one of them. This one is the one called Rose d'Oro Focus Camera. They are so amazing, so beautiful, reflective, and amazing on the cheeks. And then over here I've got some that actually reminds me a lot of the Milani Baked blushes. These one are the Max Factor Cream Puff blushes, and this one is one called Lavish Mauve, one of my favorites. Once again, I love these kinds of mauve shades actually for the cheeks, and I've got 4 of those. I'm not sure if there's any more, but I bought 4 of the shades. And then down here I've got some random different blushes, and I've got one from Chanel. This one is the one called Jardin de Chanel Blush Camellia Rose. Why does it sound like that? Also cream blush from Charlotte Tilbury, some NARS ones. I've got Sin and Orgasm. I've also got some from The Balm as well, Frat Boy and Hot Mama and Estee Lauder as well, Charlotte Tilbury, Bobbi Brown. So freaking beautiful. I love these. These are our brightening bricks. This is one called Coral. I've also got Tawny, and then some palettes here, also blush palettes from Bobbi Brown. There was a lot to go through in that little drawer, but we have to move on because there's 5 left to go through. Oh dear Jesus. Next drawer down, I've got all of my different bronzers, highlighters, cream bronzers, cream highlighters, also some highlighter or contour palette, stuff like that. As you can see, there's so many different things. So let's just get through them. So if we start out right here, I've got all of my different MAC highlighters or mineralized skin finishes. I've got some from some limited edition collections as well, the Freshen Up. I've got the Oh Darling, and also Shaft of Gold. There's so many different ones, really beautiful. Also Soft and Gentle, Lightscapade, stuff like that. This is Lightscapade, by the way, and Soft and Gentle. These are so beautiful. Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors, which are my personal favorites right now. This one is Opal. They are amazing and so freaking beautiful. I've got Champagne Pop and Moonstone, and then I've also got the Jaclyn Hill Becca Shimmering Glow palette. It looks like this. It was a limited edition, so you can't get it anymore, but in there's pearl and also blush cover. Beautiful shades and also champagne pop, obviously. Then right here in the middle, I store all of my babies. These are my Bobbi Brown shimmer breaks. They are my small babies. My favorite, or at least one of them, is beige. I've also got sandstone. I've got bronze as well. Bronze is also one of those evergreens that everybody has to have because it's amazing. I've also got some highlighters right here from the Balm, the Mary Luminizer, which is also one of my favorites, especially from the drugstore market. Some Laura Mercier. This is the Indiscretion highlighter. So beautiful. I've got some Gerard Cosmetics ones. I've got some Chanel ones. And then right here, I've got all of my liquid highlighters. I've got one from Bobbi Brown. This one is the face illuminator called Seashell. I've got Sunbeam from Benefit. I've also got High Beam from Benefit. Some from Becca. These are the Shimmering Skin Perfectors. And this one is Moonstone and Opal as well. Oh yeah, and I've also got this one from Giorgio Armani, the Fluid Sheer one. Oh, this is so beautiful and bronzy and everything nice. Oh my god, and I totally forgot to share with you my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani blush palette. I know they are blushes, but there are also some kind of contour shades as well, and also a highlighting shade, Angel. This is such a stunning palette. I love it and I've used it so much. Let's move on. Right here, as you can see, I store all of my different bronzes, and once again, I've got some from MAC. I've got one from the Alluring Aquatic collection, Delphic. Really like this one. I've got from the Riri collection, Hibiscus Kiss. This was kind of like a blush and a bronzer in one. I've got one from Bobbi Brown called Natural. Great contour shade actually. And I've also got Golden Light from Bobbi Brown, which is one of my personal favorite bronzers ever. It is beautiful, stunning, so great, not too orangey. I've got the Solar Powder from Soap & Glory. Also one from Elizabeth Arden, which I like very much. It's kind of like baked and so beautiful. Over here, I've got some different kind of palettes actually. This is the Naked Flush palette. Looks like that. A contour palette from Makeup Forever. Some palettes from Bourjois. Also, I've got my contour kit from Anastasia, the light version, and also my NARS and Mori palette. I just feel so passionate about this one. I don't know why. It's my little baby. I hardly ever use it. I've got some from MAC, Chanel. I've got the little sculpting powder from Kevyn Aucoin in the color medium. Some more, the Balm, Too Faced, Pink Leopard. This is so beautiful. And then some Charlotte Tilbury, the Film Star Bronze and Glow palette, obviously. And I've also got the one from the Norman Parkinson collection, which was a cream palette, as you can see. And then over here, I've got some more. I've got from Cool Car, Chanel, the Soleil Tan Chanel one. Got some bronze gutters from Estee Lauder. This one is one called 3 Medium Deep. Also, I've got the Bobbi Brown BBU palette, which is for professionals. This is so beautiful. You've got all of the different concealers and correctors and also foundation shades. And over here are the concealers and correctors. So you can do the entire face. I've also got some NARS palettes here. The Narcissist one. This looks like this. And I've also got the Stephen Klein palette from NARS. Looks like that. I've got the Lorac Pro Contour palette. Love this one very much. And the IT Cosmetics My Sculpted Face, also beautiful. And then once again, it's kind of difficult for me to share with you, but back here I stole some different bronzes that I don't really reach for that often. And then also back here I've got some of my Bobbi Brown skin foundation sticks. However, these are in some darker shades because then I can use them for bronzing or contouring. But yeah, that is just that in the bag, just some things I don't reach for as often. But yeah, that is a little overview and that is it for this drawer. Now let's move on to the next drawer over here. Ta-da! And just a quick overview, in here I store all of my different mascaras and like single eyeshadows and also cream eyeshadows, and oh my gosh, there's so much different things. Also brow products over there. Firstly, you might be wondering what are those things popping up right there, and these are actually just some setting powders and I have no idea why I store them there. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I've got some L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set. some Prep and Prime Fix Plus from MAC. Got the Bobbi Brown face mist as well, and then I've got some hand sanitizers right here. And then over here I store all of my smaller eyeshadow palettes here. I've got some from Urban Decay, the Basics palettes, and this one is the #1. I've also got the #2 by the way. And then also I've got some from MAC, the MAC Riri one right there. Some different ones also, Cinderella. And then I've got some from Bobbi Brown as well, which I've customized myself. As you can see, also highly loved. One of my favorite colors are Champagne Quartz right there, or Bone as an all over lit shade. Over here, some more Bobbi Brown smaller palettes, as you can see, where I just store some different colors. Not gonna go through them too much. Also some from Charlotte Tilbury that I haven't used yet at all. I feel so stupid because they're amazing. What more? I've got some from NYX as well, the Caviar and Bubbles palette. Oh yeah, this is the MAC The Simpsons palette. These are so much fun. I've got 2 of them. Very colorful, as you can see. I just love them. And cute packaging as well. I love The Simpsons, by the way. I've got one from the Toledo palette from MAC as well. And also one little one here from Too Faced. And in the back there are some more from Lancome from the Alba Elba's collection. Then right here I store some cream eyeshadows. These are from Maybelline, the Color 24 Hour Tattoos MAC paint pot, the soft ochre one. I've got all of my paint pots over here actually. And also one from Bobbi Brown called Brown Metal. One of our newest cream shadows and liners as well, really pretty. Also got the L'Oreal, what are these called? Infallible eyeshadows. This one is Ice Latte. I've also got Bronze Taupe, and I've also got Amber Rush. Moving over here, I've got some of my single eyeshadows from MAC that I have to depot or something like that and put in a palette because, as you can see, there are so many. And down there, I store most of my cream, or what are they called, paint pots from MAC. I've got Painterly, and what is this? This is Constructionist, Stormy Pink, just some different ones, and obviously also, what is this called, Bear Study. And then over here I store most of my liquid eyeliners or my gel liners as well. I've got some from Bobbi Brown. And then, as I said, I've got some different liquid eyeliners from e.l.f., from Micro, from L'Oreal as well, Kat Von D, Dior. What more? L'Oreal once again. I don't know if you can see them. I'm not gonna pull them out, but I've got some fluid liners from MAC as well in different colors. I love the colorful ones. And then right here, as you can see, I've got all of my different mascaras. And these are divided into 2 sections, high-end mascaras and drugstore mascaras. As you can see, I've got from the drugstore, and I've got Lash Sensational, which is my favorite drugstore, Full Slash Wings Effect Mascara from L'Oreal. I've got the telescopic one from L'Oreal. And then from the high-end market, I've got the They're Real mascara and also tinted primer from Benefit. Here's the mascara, the They're Real one. Bobbi Brown, this is the eye-opening mascara, the newest one from Bobbi Brown. The 24-hour Immortal Lash Mascara from Kat Von D. I love this one so much. Also, Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes. And then right here, I've got all of my different brow products like brow gels. This one is from Rimmel, L'Oreal, Brow Plumber, and also some from Maybelline, the Brow Drama. And then I've got some brow gels, the Dip Brow Pomade from Anastasia. I've got the Dirty Blonde Fluid Line Brow Gel Cream from MAC, and then also some smaller palettes here from Bobbi Brown, like brow kits, and also Benefit brow sings, and e.l.f. eyebrow kit. And right here in this little corner right there, you can see that I've got some different things. I've got an eyelash glue. I've got some eyelid primers as well. However, I really like to use either some cream shadows as primers, so I don't really have that many eyelid primers. Right here, I've got different eyeliners and cream shadows as well. These are the Bobbi Brown cream shadow sticks. I love them very much. They're waterproof and they stay on. I've got some Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Coal liners. I've got one more, Ico Black Magic. I've got some Marc Jacobs as well, MAC, and one more, The Body Shop. There's just so many different random ones really. And then just to show you, in the back I've got some different single eyeshadows and also some glitters over there that I don't really reach for that often. I've got some from MAC and OCC. And the little last overview of this drawer before closing it. Yeah, there was just a lot of different things. Let's move on. In this drawer I store all of my lipsticks and liquid lipsticks and lip glosses, and also some false lashes, and also some different things actually, like lenses and just really random stuff over here actually in this section. Also some things that I used for my Halloween tutorials, like fake blood and stuff like that. And I don't really use fake lashes that much because, as you know, I've got really long lashes myself, so it is not something that I really spend that much money on. I've just got some different ones right here that I like to have for a special event or something like that. Then if we start over here, I've got all of my different liners, like lip liners, and these are from both Charlotte Tilbury, MAC, Gosh, NOMESS, with more Bobbi Brown as well. Then right here I store all of my lip glosses actually, Charlotte Tilbury, Clarins, Instant Light, Natural Lip Perfector. I love these for an everyday look actually. Some Bobbi Brown High Shimmer Lip Gloss. I've got the NYX Mega Shine Lip Gloss in the color Sugar Pie, and some from Sephora as well, and MAC. Here in the back I store some sharpeners, as you can see. Right here we've got my favorite part of this entire drawer actually, all of my different liquid lipstick. I've got some from Anastasia, which are some of my favorites. This one is called Sepia, some from Stila as well. This one is called Patina. I've got some LA Splash ones. This one is called Cryptic, and Gerard Cosmetics and Kat Von D. Kat Von D's are amazing as well. We've got some Too Faced as well, the melted chocolate ones. These are amazing. Also some from MAC and some more from LA Splash. This one is so cool. I need to do a look with this one. And also some from Sephora. This one is actually really good. One of my favorite reds when it comes to like red lip colors. Right here in the back I store some random lipsticks. Actually some from Rimmel, some from Lorac. Oh, these are so beautiful and I haven't used them yet. Oh my gosh, I have to start using these. These are amazing. I've also got some from Kat Von D. Right here, as you can see, I've got all of my different MAC lipsticks, or some of them at least. And I've also got some Lime Crime and also some Clinique in the bag as well, and some e.l.f. and blah blah blah. But yeah, as you can see, I've got many different MAC lipsticks, and if you want me to do an updated MAC lipstick collection, let me know. Some more random ones like YSL, some Maybelline, some Tom Ford, Charlotte Tilbury, Urban Decay. There's so many different ones actually. And then over here I store all of my Bobbi Brown lipsticks actually. I love Bobbi Brown lipsticks. They're amazing, high quality, and there are some different ones as well. Also some Chanel ones over here. And then over here some Gerard Cosmetics ones. This one is called Underground. Haven't used these ones too much yet, but I have to. Some from Christian Dior, and also some Maybelline. What are these called? Color Elixirs, I believe. And then in the back I store some EOS lip balms, some Sephora lip balms, some different lip balms actually. Whew, I'm talking way too much. But let's close that one and move on. And the last drawer down there is filled to the brim with different huge eyeshadow palettes. So I feel like opening all of them would be way too excessive, so I'm just gonna go through them really quickly, show you some of my newest ones. I've got the Vice 4 palette from Urban Decay, which I love very, very much. I've also got the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. As you can see, beautiful shades. Also got the Vice 2. I've got some from Tombow as well, a Danish brand. I've also got one here from Estee Lauder. This is so beautiful. I haven't heard too many talk about it, but it's amazing. Look at that. There's so many great shades. I've got two Morphe palettes, the Jaclyn Hill one and then the 35T one. Right here in the middle section, I've got something from Smashbox. I've got the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette. I love this one very much. And I've got some from Estee Lauder, the Bronze Goddess. I've got a different one here, also from the Bronze Goddess thing. Some from Urban Decay, obviously the Naked palettes 1, 2, 3, 4. I've also got some here from Too Faced, the Chocolate Bomb Bomb palette, the newest one, or at least one of them, and also the Semi-Sweet one. Looks beautiful. And lastly, also the Chocolate Bar one. Ta-da! I've also got one from The Balm, Nude. I've got some from Smashbox and also some from Lorac. Over here I've got one of the Sephora Color Wonderland, which was from their Christmas collection. I've also got some from Anastasia. This one was a palette that I created myself. I chose the colors myself. Some smaller palettes here from L'Oreal and from Maybelline, and Right here in the bag I store all of my different MAC palettes. As you can see, I've got 4 MAC palettes, some of the big ones. And then over here I've got some of those collector's things once again, and I haven't even taken them out of the packaging because I think it's so beautiful. It was from the Oz the Great and Powerful collection that Urban Decay did when the movie. This one was the Glinda version, beautiful, and the Theodora version. That was that. Let's close it. And the reason why I haven't shown you the last drawer down there is because it is the most boring and weird and random drawer. It is very messy, very unorganized, and I just needed somewhere to store some of those things that I've got too many of or that I haven't used yet. This is filled to the brim once again with all kinds of different products. Over here to the left I store all of those things, makeup things mostly, that I haven't used yet and that I have to try out. And then right over here, I'm not gonna assume you know, do anything special because it's very unorganized. I've got some skincare things that I need to try out and test out and maybe do another first impression on or something like that. As I said, these are some of those things that I haven't tested out yet, or there's just that I haven't gotten around using yet. So that is that. Let's close it. And that was all for my makeup collection. I really hope that you liked this video. If you enjoyed my makeup collection, please give my video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow me on my Instagram, social media, everywhere else, and thank you so very much for watching and being there for me. 150,000 subscribers, who knows where this is gonna end. I'm just so thankful from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so very much. And I think that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. I love you all to the moon and back and everywhere else. Bye!